Welcome back to Print Island, and I'm back here at the airport, and I can tell you why. It's because the guests that came through the airport on their way to Edge Rockies had such a good time. They've all diverted their flights back via Print Island on their way home. I think it was the snacks. I'm not sure, but either way, I'm delighted that they're coming back. And the first one through the airport and through this first class lounge behind me is Daryl. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world.
Well, Rich, I'm glad that I actually got snacks this time. They were
Yeah.
gone the last time I went
Yeah.
through, so
Yeah, I thought
very,
about you. We
very good
restocked
stuff.
for you. So, so listen, you on your way back from Edge Rockies. Tell me, how was it? How was the event? Give me the overview.
I been to a lot of events in my life, Rich. The Dscoop event is had the most collaboration and the longest days that I have ever seen. There's always good interaction at certain events, but this was kind of at another level. I don't think I've ever seen an industry so interested in sharing important things like tools and knowledge and experience and even failures. There were just great talks about things that didn't go well, and it really fit in. And as you can see, I'm off the excitement of the hackathon too. I couldn't even take the shirt off. So
I like it, and actually that the point you make there about the failures is the key part, because if we're not careful with any event, trade show or otherwise, everybody talks up the success, and that's great, and and there's a positive and what have you, but there's a reality to everybody's life and everybody's days, and sometimes those days are pretty rubbish. So I'm really pleased to hear. I know that sounds ridiculous. I'm pleased to hear that you sort of heard from the people that were struggling as well, because that's how we all help each other, isn't it?
it's how we help each other, and it kind of reiterates our tone, right? Like we have too many people in the industry, and it's just what happens. But there's a lot of great tools out there, but just like everything else, and pretty much in all industries, this industry shares the same issue. There's a lot of tools, but there isn't a lot of direction
Mm.
in terms of how does this really make our lives better. So sharing the failures helps us understand that this might be a great tool, but it wasn't implemented correctly. It wasn't done right. It wasn't the right time. It wasn't the right place. So whether it's web to print, whether it's AI, whether it's trying to, what we talked about, get control of your costs and understand, you know, are we actually making money? Where are we winning? All of those sort of things. People were very open to the conversation because I think they're starting to get a little tool fatigue through their process and industries, and notice I need to focus more on what really makes the business move forward. And those conversations were fantastic.
And this is the problem, isn't it? With when new technology comes along, it grabs all the headlines, and people run towards it because it's shiny and new. But a wrench is only as useful as the mechanic using it. And this is why. And you've got the T-shirt there. I love the fact that you've got the T-shirt on. Tell me a little bit about the hackathon. Your experience of it. It was one of the standout successes of the week, wasn't it?
It really was. Amazing people, amazing sessions, uh, tons of discussion, drove a lot of things, but most importantly, people had fun with it as well. And it garnered a lot of, wow, I've never really thought about it that way, which that's a good thing. The whole idea is we want people to think differently than they have, because those are the things that are going to move you forward. Some of those things are going to be right. Some of those things are going to be wrong, but having good partners and a good industry that is willing to help you to make those adjustments kind of is what made Dscoop stand out from other events.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I seem to remember when you came through the airport on the way to the event, we talked about there's no point having new tools if you keep old behaviors. So I think
Bingo.
the hackathon is a great way of encouraging that wonderful phrase. Oh, I hadn't thought of it that way. Is progress,
Thought
isn't it?
that way. Yep. It is, because a tool isn't going to make your business better. It isn't going to make your customers better. It isn't going to make your employees better. It's how the tool drives to the behaviors you want to see, both internally and externally to know whether or not you're winning or losing. That's the difference.
Yeah, definitely.
And whether you're seeing failure, you know how to adjust, and whether you're seeing success, you know what next thing you need to go after. Either way, it's about knowing and seeing how these tools really impact the what we're trying to solve at the business level.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, listen, Daryl, thank you for taking the time. Thank you for diverting back via Print Island. I really appreciate that. You're first here, so please fill your bag up with snacks. You can take as much as you like. I'm very happy
I
with that.
I feel sorry for everybody else after. Yeah, I got to make up for lost snacks.
I'm pleased you had a great time at Edge Rockies as well. And thank you for joining me here on Print Island. It's nice to see you.
Thanks again, Rich. Appreciate it.